Hey guys, and welcome back to some more Factorio, sending supporters to space, and I have some exciting news. We are finally done with solar. So it's been a long while since the last actual episode. I did give you that update, I don't know, like a week or so ago, and I did finish solar over the weekend. I actually just finished it up yesterday, and yeah, so very exciting. That huge chore is done. Here's the field. It's big. That's a lot of solar. This is about 680 something thousand. I said 750,000 or 715,000 originally, and that was what we were aiming for. That would produce about 30 gigawatts, but I got tired of it and kind of ran out of space that had been cleared. It's not the key I wanted. You can see kind of out of room. Like, all this had been cleared up until this point, and now there's stuff in the way, and there was room over here, but placing it over here would have been a huge pain. But this amount, 682,000, should be enough, because that's like 28.5 gigawatts, and the base never really went above like 25 gigawatts, so it still gives us that buffer, but it's all done. Fantastic. So if we look in our production now, some of these solar panels are, of course, for satellites, but we should have produced over a million solar panels, give or take 100,000, because that's the increments it goes in. But almost a million accumulators as well. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do a couple things this episode. First off, we are going to get rid of our nuclear, and we're going to do it in a fun way. I have installed the MIRV mod, which I did spotlight on a while ago, where it's kind of like orbital ion cannon, but uses nukes. We're going to nuke the nuclear. We don't need these anymore. They're taking up UPS, obviously. We are going to leave... not that, but we are going to leave this bit because this still makes all the uranium and stuff we can use for nukes and such. But all the actual power production, we're just going to nuke it. I could have deconstructed it or even just disabled the mod and it would have gotten rid of it. But this is a lot more fun. And then if we have time, I'm going to stick some accumulators into a train and then run it down, pretty much Pac-Man it with another train, because I will be completely honest with you guys, a command was used. Don't worry, not to do the whole solar field, but... when I was doing the solar, when I gave you the update, I showed there were roboports and radars in here. They're now gone. It would have taken, like, God, I don't know, 10, 20 hours to remove those all by hand. So Can wrote another awesome command for me and used it, which replaced all the roboports and radars with accumulators. So that obviously gave them to me for free. So to kind of make it not cheaty, I'm going to stick, I think it was around like 15,500 accumulators into a train. And then we're just going to blow up the train. So what we need to do first is research the MIRV, and I didn't do this off camera because this will be the first research since the base has been off for a long time, and we should knock this out pretty darn quick, except it takes military. Ew. Well, this could be a problem. We don't make military. Well, that's an issue. Maybe I should just normal nuke it. We can use the MIRV later. We haven't set up military production. I forgot that this actually took military. We can't really make military packs here either. Well, that's a problem. I guess we're not doing that, unfortunately. I'm sorry, guys. We are going to nuke it still. Not quite as impressive, but we're going to nuke it all. So that's unfortunate. We should set up military perhaps sometime in the future once I get everything else sorted. I fixed a few other problems we've had as well throughout the base, which is good. Yeah, so let's go ahead down here and nuke the hell out of this nuclear. And let's see, here we go. Trying to think how to do this so I don't blow myself up. Do we really... We don't really need these bots if they're in here. Like, this is so inconsequential. I can just bring more bots and stuff down here. So, hopefully... hopefully this should work. I mean, we have 3 terajoules of accumulator power stored, which hopefully should be enough. I did save beforehand. Let's start some research. I also, really quick, I installed a new mod, again made by Can, which is fantastic, called Gigabase Auto Research, I think, and it will automatically research mining productivity and robot speed based on the cheapest cumulative cost. Whichever one's cheapest, it'll do that one, and it will just auto go through them. So we're going to start this, and should do its thing, and then hopefully auto switch to the next one. So let's go ahead and just nuke this. Yes, it's beautiful. That's not. Nah, crap. Sorry, bots. That's a no good, man. Let's get away and turn off our bots. That was a whoopsie. I could have sworn I had these turned off. There we go. All right, blow it all up. Kill all the roboports. The sound is like completely gone away. I think I like broke the game in the process of this. Yes, it's glorious. That's pretty much as good as a MIRV. That's pretty much what the MIRVs do. Okay, so we blew all that up. We need to blow this one up and hopefully not. In fact, let's just let's go even more overkill and just shoot all of it. This is satisfying for some reason. I just love blowing stuff up. Okay, can we do this without nuking the rest of our setup? Let's kind of nuke it to the side over there. Whoops. Maybe move in a little bit. I would prefer not to kill those. And that's close enough. Now we can just do that. Don't need any of this. Actually, don't need these because we're not doing fuel cells, although I think these I actually want to pick up because these centrifuges can be used for something at some point. And the speed modules. And then same with the beacons, actually, for that matter. Let's pick up these beacons. I can turn my bots back on. There we go. And this, oh, great. Okay. I hate how it unloads my helicopter. We'll just, yeah. Well, no, they're gonna go ahead and replace that. Turn all that up. Fantastic. So there we go, guys. Nuclear is gone, almost. Missing a few little bits in here. Stop it. Okay, I need to clear all that. That's what I needed to do before. So that should have helped our performance a bit, because the nuclear was taking a fair bit just between all the pipes and stuff at this point. And I am just full up on everything I don't want. Like damaged pumps. I don't want pumps in general. Let's kill all those. Get rid of that. And let's go ahead and disable them again. And then we can just do this. Just have a rubble island here. I really... No, crap. I do not want all these fish, though. I really do want to use the MIRV. We will have to... we will have to take... somehow make military packs. I'm not entirely sure how. So this, we can get rid of these markers. These are no longer needed. Oh, delete that. We should check our power to make sure I didn't just completely blow up our only source of power. I mean, obviously we have solar, considering it's working. Stop building crap. Why do you keep giving me fish, dude? I don't want your fish. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, run 100% on solar. Sweet. And then this, there's a lot of that. We'll just leave that there. Okay, sweet. So let's also tear up the lasers. Those take a little bit of UPS as well as power. Don't need them anymore anyways. And also I had a bunch of coal, which I guess I had put in there. Okay. So once this finishes, keep an eye out to see if this auto researches. And let me just double check. I'm going to stop here for a second while I Alt-Tab. And we're going to see how many. 15,040. Okay, it did auto choose it, but I need to turn off. I had that window on right because I was doing it manually, so that was a good reminder for me, but we'll just turn that off. Nope, not that. Technology window, there we go. So the mod is working, which is fantastic, and obviously these productivities, cumulative cost is far less than the robot speed at this point. So it's going to keep going through those, which is fine, we can use them. And then let's go just dump this stuff off at the make everything, and then we'll set up a train with accumulators full. And I've also decided, per some suggestions and just figuring out, thinking about it myself as well, that we're having kind of some supply issues with the base when the base is fully on with doing the satellite parts through here. And we have obviously these accumulator and solar panel builds over to the left here that we use. So I'm just going to repurpose these. They obviously won't run nearly 100% because we don't need near this amount of production, but I may reduce it Anyway, we're going to reuse these and just have them deliver the accumulators and solar panels over to the silos, and then just have blue circuits probably just pulled from the make everything, just so we're not adding yet another train to the blue circuit builds. We'll just have like a little, well, maybe just the train that went here, bring some blue circuits over, and then we'll just make the satellites at the rockets. I think that'll be better. Amy really wasn't meant to do that. So 15,000, they stack in 50s, right? Yeah, right? Don't keep them stacking 50s, or is it 100? I think it's 50s. So then, with that in mind, a train can hold, or a cargo wagon can hold 2,000 accumulators. So 2 times 7, 2 times 8. We'll just do like a 383 or something with accumulators. Let me just make sure I have. Probably should request a few more train parts. We'll just say, so that's 6. 12, because we're going to run it over with a bigger train. We're going to need a big straight section of track to do that with, and then we'll just, so 8, 10, let's just say like 18. Probably not going to have enough room in my inventory for this, of course. Don't want miners right now. Sweet, okay, so let's go get our accumulators, fill the train up, and the main line shouldn't be too busy. We have such a huge stockpile of science packs at the labs that this should be fine for quite a while. There without really many trains going back and forth, so hopefully we should be able to just stick it on the main line and then just get full speed through the main line and Pac-Man. Be pretty fun. We could have just put him in a box and shoot it, but I think this is way more entertaining. So yeah, that should help performance a little bit, maybe 2-3 UPS without the nuclear, but I mean that's a difference, right? I think that's worth it. And then also I actually have enough power. That's why that little bootstrap build that we blew up last was there, because I didn't have enough power with nuclear and I kept having to bootstrap it, which was another problem with the base. But now we know we have enough power, so this should be good. Like I said, I fixed a few issues here and there that were causing some throughput issues in the base. I built another iron outpost, and then I need to build at least one more steel outpost, probably another copper outpost, and then the base should be running pretty damn good, pretty much full out without issues, hopefully. So let's go over here, and this is an exit, right? Does he go both ways? Not really sure. Okay, yeah, sure. Sure, why not? Somehow, though, how are we going to do this? Okay, well, this is the accumulator build here. Can he stop? No. What we're going to... Okay, let's park our helicopter. And let's build a little bit of track here that allows us to just go... This is, like, very, very temporary, obviously. Just go onto there, and we can just manually... This shouldn't even be on, so... I mean, we could just take the train. What size trains were these? These 262s? 363s? It's not even big enough, so we do need 6 times 2. Oh, and it did switch, so that's interesting. So now, the total cumulative cost of this is less than that. Cumulative, as in, like, all these added together. Which doesn't entirely make sense to me, because... Well, no, I guess it does. Okay, whatever. I mean, we'll knock this out. Okay, so... I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think this should be fine. Because we need 8. And wait, 8 doesn't... 8 doesn't really fit in here. Yeah, I can have fuel, whatever. We don't actually need locos on both ends, but... That's what, 6? Let's turn these. Don't want the thing full of fuel, thank you. 2, 3. And of course that's... Okay, let's, we'll have to back it up, but let's just get rid of this. We don't need these locos on either side. Whoops. And we'll just back it up when we're ready to go. So I can stick these in there. And then I'm just gonna manually fill these, I guess. It's gonna be a little bit of a pain, but not too bad. So, I mean, these should be getting fairly full, right? Nope, jeez. Almost killed myself. These guys should be about full. How much is in here? 13,000. I mean, this thing makes like 1,000 a minute, so really, unless of course it's completely out of whatever material this is. Iron, so that may be a bit of an issue. He's full, he's full, he's almost full, so I can take all the ones from here, stick them in there. 13,000 still, so he's full now. Let's stick these in here. And yeah, we'll just bring this out to somewhere. We can actually bring it here. This is a straight section where we know there's no trains. I mean, really, there shouldn't really be anything on this main line right now. I wouldn't imagine. So close. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think we can get up to, because we need to be full speed, otherwise it's not going to be a Pac-Man, it's going to be just an ad crash and a problem. So, I mean, you can see there's nothing happening here. Now there is. Now that some of these pack trains are coming back, there will be some activity. I think maybe we should bring it up to the other one. There we go. Okay, so if we turn here, come out, this should be able to go both directions, I think. It's a little hard to tell. Actually, it cannot. Oh no, it can. Okay, so we'll just bring this up, park it like over here, get in another train, and then destroy it. It'll be glorious. But yeah, guys, I'm so excited to finally be back in here, having the base running, doing research, getting things back on track. Now, obviously, there's going to be huge buffers of everything in, like, every single build, which we will have to go through. Finishing this research should definitely clear out those buffers, I'd imagine. All right, I'm just going to call this good. We can, like, blow up a wagon or something from the other train. I'm not going to sit here and wait the whole time. So let's go ahead and back her up. Now, of course, my helicopter is over here. I have a better idea. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get in the helicopter. Okay. Thought that was going to destroy it for us. Let's just say accumulator drop. So what we're going to do is we're going to tell him... Okay, so he can go there. So what we're going to do is we're going to fly, just because I don't want to have to come all the way back down to get my helicopter. We're going to fly over up to where we want to go, and then we're going to tell that train to go up. In fact, if it's going one direction and I'm going the other direction in a bigger train, that may be bad. We could try it that way. Have it come up and then head the other direction in a bigger train and see what happens. I have a bad feeling. But it may be entertaining, so I think we're gonna try it. We're gonna give this a shot. I'm gonna come over here, make sure we can get somewhere where we get plenty of speed up, and I don't know if it takes weight into account. So we're gonna save first, because this could be disastrous. It could happen. We could just both blow up, which I suppose would be pretty funny as well. Okay, so that's going to go that way. Although it's going to stop at signals. That won't really work, will it? Oh, we'll give it a shot. Even if it stops, we'll still just Pac-Man straight through it. Screw you. Now, this is actually one case where I'm glad that cargo doesn't add weight. I don't believe. So that means I kind of have to like fill this up, which would be quite annoying. Shouldn't really need fuel in the back, but... Of course, now I am going to still have to go get my helicopter, but that's fine, just as long as we don't die. All right, here we go. So we're here. he's here. Let's tell him to go. Floor it. Hopefully we can get up to speed. This thing is actually not particularly quick. Okay, yeah, it is. This rocket fuel, man, this makes a big difference. I mean, he's gonna stop at signals because of, obviously, we're on the wrong side of the track, but this is more fun anyway. Yes! It did work! We hit it just right, that's perfect. Oh, that was glorious. We actually almost blew ourselves up. So, that's how you Pac-Man another train. You get in a bigger train and make sure you're going max speed, and then the train that has more momentum and weight behind it will just do that and completely obliterate the other train. So there's the accumulators we have to do. I really don't want to actually blow up the whole other train that's already up there, because that needs to go to the silos. My helicopter. Oh. So that train is now evaporated, and I think that's probably a good episode. Again, I do apologize we couldn't do the MIRV. For some reason I didn't realize it took, I mean, obviously it takes military packs. For some reason I didn't think about that, and there's no way we could have set up, it took 1,000 of those. So we will get that eventually though. We'll have to set up some sort of little military base, maybe like a war ducky like they had, like we had in Mad Science or something like that, just to produce a little bit of military here and there. I mean, really it doesn't do us any good to research military at this point, aside from that one. So we may just set up like a little one at the ME that just makes 1,000 packs, and then we'll just hand deliver them or something. Had I remembered like hours beforehand, I would have done that, but it was a crazy day at work. I didn't really have time. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're excited, as excited as I am, that the base is up and running again. Solar is done. Nuclear is gone. I'm also going to overclock my PC here. I really want to try to get close to 60 with the base fully on. Need to do a couple more outposts, but then things should be cranking along quite nicely. And there's the rubble for the train. So there you go. As always, thanks so much for watching, guys, and all the support. Really appreciate it. Leave your thoughts down below. I do read them, even though I've done a really bad job at responding to comments lately, but I do read them all. I still do read them. So definitely leave your thoughts, and until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.